guys, welcome to my very first episode of HelmCam. Tonight, I leave my plate, I can't find the drill, and I almost eat shit. And now that my intro is done, I just want to tell you guys, don't take this video too seriously, because I know I've talked about filming a writing video for a long time, and really never got to it. So I decided to at least try it out tonight. I didn't take my mic with me, therefore there is not, I have to dub over it, but that is not the problem. So just, I know this video won't be too interesting, but you know, just watch it or like it. I don't really know. Just tell me in the comments if you like this sort of video, and yeah, we should head on. So tonight I was riding to my local lake, and as you can hear, I heard a clanking noise. I was thinking it's something from the lake or from a nearby restaurant which is on the lake. But when I returned, because I was sort of concerned, and got off my bike, I realized something is very wrong. Yeah, and I found out that my DIY plate holder, which I can by the way make video on, broken in two. I made it on a 3D printer from PETG, and as it seems it wasn't quite strong enough to hold my plate. So the clanking noise you have heard was actually, well, my license plate ripping off and flying aside. And as you can see, the plate actually didn't fly too far along, but the problem was it got banged up and the corner was, you know, bent up, which wouldn't normally be an issue, but the plate was already quite banged up, so I don't know how I'm gonna make sure it holds in the plate holder, because the plate holder is also, you know, sort of broken. This bike has a lot of problems when I think about it. And here you can see my whole assembly. Basically, the thing which, you know, frightens me the most is the fact that my blinker flew away. I can print new holder and the plate being bent doesn't really bother me, but the fact that my blinker flew away and the blinkers were both pretty new, you know, I don't really like that, since I now have to buy new blinkers, edit the model to, you know, set them. But I talk a lot about the rear end. So if you want me to make a video on how to make your custom tail tidy and hopefully make it last longer, you can always put it in the comments. I think I'm gonna make it anyway, since, you know, I'm sort of running out of content. Another thing you might have noticed is that I have these rubber thingies on my tank. It's not really usual to do something like this, but I put pieces of rubber on it, and I gotta tell you, if you take your trail bike into off-road a lot, I would highly advise you to do that. It really changes the grip with your knees, because when you're standing and even when you're sitting, it really helps. It's very simple. I don't think you even need a tutorial, but if you take your bike out, trust me, this is a great thing. And it's also very cheap. Just pick some rubber plates, or, you know, I've cut up my old, neoprene diving suit. We got to the 4-minute mark. If any of you are still watching, which I highly doubt, you can write in the comments. It helps me a bunch, and, you know, it helps the algorithm, and I get to see you, and, you know, I will reply to all of your comments, 100%. And since I'm riding in Czech country, obviously there has to be a doe somewhere. I've also met several rabbits, which didn't make it into the video. Oh yeah, I've also realized that I haven't talked about the bike I have, or the one I'm riding right now. So, well, I doubt anyone is still watching, but for those who are, it's a Kawasaki KMX 125, the year 2000, and it has 11 kilowatts, yeah, 15 horsepower, yeah. No less, no more, yeah? And since, well, there's nothing else interesting happening today, I think I'm gonna end the video here. I hope you enjoyed, and I'm gonna get out on a few rides, compile the most exciting stuff, and get back to you later. So hopefully you enjoyed, and peace out.